a part of it. But just men being told that you can take it. It's a woman, so be a man. It's not that bad. All these different things, and men don't even think of like a woman being capable of getting them up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there as Uncle Charles or anything. Oh, she might slap me. She might hit me, but actually, damn, kill me. Most men don't even see that ever happening. So, social pressures, and I agree with Lyric too. Scarcity. Most men are in a scarcity mindset when it comes to women, and they're willing to put up with whatever. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep a woman, so they don't have to get out here and try to find another one.
They got us, as the old men used to say, got us in a trick bag. What's up, Reese?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Your thoughts before I play a couple of videos?
I think this happens by women trying them little by little over time and seeing how far they can go, and until they can reach the point where they can strike them. And if you don't stop them early, it'll get to that.
I had a conversation like that. Like, I think a woman gets to a point where if she doesn't respect you, I don't know if you can get that back. I think if a woman ever gets to the point where she disrespects you and has no respect for you, I don't think she'll ever respect you again. Do y'all think I'm wrong on that one?
No, I got a homeboy going through it right now.
Yeah, I think it's outside of us. I think it's outside of us. I don't even think we mean to. It's just like when it's just something that happens. When it's gone, it's gone. Like, I don't even know if we recognize it, like when it happens, to be able to catch it.
I disagree, Melon, and I do think that we know when we stop respecting someone. It would be no different than us being in a friendship, with another female, and we realize that we don't like her for the things that she's doing, and we just like, I lost my respect for you, and then she calls and we're kind of like mistreating her or not answering calls or texts or anything like that. And I think with men, we have the opportunity to just be a little bit, well, not a little bit, but just be mean and just do things to them instead of just letting them go. So I don't think that we don't realize that we don't do it. We don't want to realize that we don't do it, and we just continue on with evil acts.
Well, for me, I don't know if it's a good comparison, because to me, with women, most of the times the friendships are never real in the first place. We kiki in each other's face all the time and know that it's not right. To me, with a man, I think it's different, because especially if you're being intimate with him I'm hoping at some point you looked at him as your leader. But the more I'm starting to talk to women, they just laying down. I guess you are right, because women are, I'm starting to realize women are just laying down with men that they never even respected in the first place. And I'm
Scary situation out here, man. Scary situation, because I've been in a situation like that. I was like, well, I had to ask a woman, why in the fuck do you keep hanging around me? If all you're going to do is like try to screw me over, like what are you getting out of that? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Melanie. I was just doing that because they put a bunch of color in there really quick. So I was trying to get it up. They acted up over there.
Yeah, they lighten it up over here. We love to respect the Rumble Rants. Before we get into the clip, let's go ahead and continue where Tommy left off. So Son 23 with that $20 ball. Tommy read that one. We have Army Vet in the building with the $5 Rumble Rant. Thank you for bringing up this Courtney Clenny story, Tommy. And then we have Sassy Girl in the chat. Put some color in the chat, okay? Listen to Sassy, all right? And then we have another $20 ball from Son 2380. Tommy, there are other videos too. It looks like he sent you a link to click, Tommy. I think he put that up in the back. So shout out to you for that. Let me scroll a little more. I think I caught everybody. Did I, Tommy, miss anyone? My screen. Jimmy in the building with the $50 ball. MB fellow old ninja? All right. Thank you for the $50 ball, Jimmy, in the building. And y'all keep making sure you light the chat up and put some color in there. We definitely appreciate the Rumble Rants. Oh, that's for Tommy to take a shot. He threw it back. All right.
Yes. Every time I say it, I don't even care what it is. 50 Cent could be in the comment section. I'm drinking. Okay. Let's Curtis Jackson, everybody. Just need an excuse. Okay, let's take a look, because I do want to get the other two people's opinion who just came in. And y'all's opinion too. Like, is it racism? because some people were talking about, but this is one of the phone calls, and I'm going to let the other one play that came from Son as well. But listen to this.
Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me!
Just months before she stabbed her boyfriend, OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny called him a string of racial slurs.
Yes, thank you. Coming from Georgia, thank you.
The newly released and disturbing audio was recorded by Christian Obumseli, who was later stabbed by Clenny and died as a result of his injuries.
I am so sorry. So shut up and let me slap you.
The recording captures an argument between the couple about someone Obumseli ran into while on a bike ride.
Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me! Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a
The audio of this argument was recorded just months before Obumseli was stabbed on April 3rd.
Baby, I'm so sorry.
In Clenny's
I'm
911 call,
sorry.
Obumseli can be heard saying he can't feel his arm and believes he's going to die.
3101. I can't feel my arm.
4 months after Obumseli died, Clenny was charged with second-degree murder in his death. Since then, body camera video of a separate domestic incident was released. It took place just days before Obumseli's death. At the time, Clenny told officers she wanted a restraining order against him.
All right. So what do you want to say?
I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him. Okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
We don't issue those.
Because no, I'm serious.
Court.
Can I do that? Where
you have
can
to
I
go to court. You have to
okay,
go to downtown.
How can I make myself first? Because I know him and he would do it. How can I make myself first?
You gotta.
Clenny maintains she stabbed Obumseli out of self-defense. Her attorney says the body camera video shows she was seeking help from a, quote, abusive and violent relationship, but that she was failed by the system. Prosecutors say the pair were involved in a combative relationship, but that Obumseli was the victim of domestic abuse. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime, stay with Law and Crime Network. I'm Sierra Gillespie.
All right, Sierra Gillespie, thank you so much. Okay, there's one more thing I got to show y'all, and then I need y'all's opinion. I'm going to see if this works, because y'all know I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, crap.
I like how you've been just clicking around to learn, though.
I'm trying my best.
Mhm.
I've done some things wrong, and now they got this commercial, this white chick sticking a whole lot of that sandwich in her. She's taking Ew. Oh, that's how they get you, boy. That's how they get you. Next thing you know, they going from Panera to Paninas.
You know what? This gonna be a long night. You gonna make me drink too. Like
with some long ass commercial. I'm trying to talk through this motherfucker. Why they make you use it? I'm so used to skip buttons, and there ain't no skip button. Okay, here you go.
A month after the couple moved into the building. So let's play that video if we could now. If you look at either screen.
Can y'all hear that?
We'll now see the video.
Yeah.
Okay. This bitch is crazy. Why is he putting up with that? He should DDT to right now.
Oh my God, he had a perfect.
Yes. All he had to do was drop. I didn't even know we were going to get into this conversation, but I think we should get into this conversation. This white whore is violent as hell.
Yeah, she hit him like 25 times already.
Yes.
Headshots too.
Look at this shit.
That's them.
and he's walking away though.
Yes.
You can see, you'll draw your own conclusion, but it certainly appears that the defendant was aggressively attacking Christian.
All right, guys. So thank you, son, for sending that. And all right, you guys. Your thoughts again of this black man who lost his life dealing with that girl, that type of violence, that girl calling him a nigger, that girl so jealous that he apparently couldn't go on a bike ride. And just so y'all know, he's a tether. He is not FBA. He is not foundational Black American.
Damn.
We are not foundational Black American men gonna slap a bitch. We're not gonna take that kind of hit. I'm sorry. I'm just watching this happening. Go ahead, Melon. I will go in order. Your thoughts on what you just saw and the fact that this girl just got sentenced to 6 years. She's been in jail for 4. She'll be out in a few months.
I think first that it's woman privilege. That's the first thing I'll say. I think it has some racism in there as well, but first I think it's woman privilege. I think it's crazy that she only got 6 years. I just seen that earlier on Instagram, and it's like you're giving her time served. But we know how to weaponize femininity. We get to crying, we appeal. You said she went around doing podcasts and discussions. She knew what to do to get herself off or get less time, I guess you could say. No emotional control. I'm definitely not gonna blame him. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He walked away from the situation. She took advantage of it because she knew that she could get away with it.
Corey?
The power of pussy. I think Nas said it. Whatever song, other song that he came out with, but the power of pussy. There's no way I'm sitting there while you smacking me, beating on me, and I can't slap your ass back. And I think men really look at it and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be the villain. I will be the villain in this if I slap ass back." And they use this excuse way too much. The lady I was just talking about, Keisha Golden, I think they offered her probation for stabbing her boyfriend because he put his plate into a microwave, and she claimed that he pushed her, threw her into a counter. I don't know.
What? They offered her probation?
Yes, they offered her probation, and I'm reading through it right now. That's why I wanted to bring up. They offered her probation. So the name, if you want to look it up, is Keisha Golden. You can look up the story. I'm reading through it so I can see if she got probation.
But yes, he stayed doing that. Her first name must be Pussy.
Pussy Gold.
You get it?
But yeah,
thank you. Pussy was golden.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that is man, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. You see these traits, you can't keep going. Yeah, over Michael, you can't keep going back. There was another case, not another case, but there was one love after lockup. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna put it in the chat. But there was a chick in New York, Syracuse, New York. Dude got out of jail. She was acting all cool, all nice, and then when he went to go stay with her, he would walk away because she gets fucking irate. Then she tried to get him locked up. I need to find that. Hopefully I can find that clip. She wanted to get him locked up, but she wound up getting locked up because she did some crazy shit this time. I don't know if he's still with her, but he shouldn't be with her. Men, stop going back. Especially if you're being disrespected. If you're being disrespected, even verbally, because now they got all the 7 emotional abuse or verbal abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse, all those different things. I mean, you can't. I don't care how good the pussy is. I know they say crazy women got good pussy, but you just can't keep going back.
I agree. I want to go to you, Mr. Fantastic, because I got to ask you a specific question amongst this generic question about this case. Do you think that society has made it to where women are more aggressive towards men because they put restraints on men?
Yeah, most definitely. Hell yeah, without a doubt. On the feminist movement and everything, women can. It's cool for women to degrade men, disrespect men, and publicly humiliate men. So hell yeah, they definitely made it to where, not only is it okay, it's celebrated, right? Like this situation, this girl was laughing in the courtroom. I just saw the footage of this. She got whatever the sentence or doing this white girl that done killed the nigga. And somehow they offer her a plea deal after the fact, which I don't even understand. So she lied about not killing him. Then they got her caught up, and pretty much, bitch, you killed this man. And now y'all offering her a plea deal after like 4 years in. What the hell? What are we doing here? But that's what I'm saying. So I know a lot of people gonna lean to the white part, but I don't even think it's the white part as much as it is the woman part. Because remember the girl that was a prostitute, and they let her out. The light skinned girl.
Yep.
Cynthia.
Yeah,
Was it-
Cynthia something.
Centoria,
Centoria Brown, right? Yeah, her. So like I said, and the girl down here in Jacksonville, she shot inside the house, tried to do the damn stand your ground, but it's like, bitch, you went out to the garage, got the gun, came back in and fired the gun at the man with the student standing next to him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was an abuse victim, and this and blah, blah, blah. And what makes and society keeps crumbling to this shit. That's why it's not gonna fix nothing. A woman cry enough for some people that say, "Oh my God, she was abused, she was abused, she was abused." Mind you, no fucking proof of abuse, but just saying it, you know. So and they don't want to look bad and catch the backlash. They let bitches off easy, man.
It's fantastic. You remember they had two down here in Georgia where from that one with a lawyer killed her boyfriend who was the drug dealer. And after she killed him, she went and claimed that he was abusive and she was afraid of him. But literally, she stabbed him in the neck while his back was turned. He walked out to the car and died in the car. And then the other, Miss Savannah shot at the dude that she was dating as he was in another woman's house. And they let her out. And both of those women were black. And both of the men that they killed were black. So you're right about the idea that these women, it's not the color. There is an element of racism. But in general, it's this idea that they're letting these women do what the fuck they want to. And I think it's emboldening women. I'll go to you, Lyric, then I'm going to go to Reese. Lyric, do you believe that a part of what's happening here, in this case and many others, is that we have a society that is celebrating women being abusive towards men, and we have a society that does not recognize that men can be abused?
I mean, definitely. We have a society that celebrates imbalance, period. There is no true justice system when it comes to all of the things that men endure at all, because we never had a society that even believed that men could suffer physical abuse or mental abuse. And then now that we're propelled into our quote unquote future, that we can see it more, because at first it was easy covered up because the internet wasn't as big as it is now. And so to knowing about this case, when you know how much he was verbally abused and physically abused by this woman, she had the power to even manipulate the police, and she called them on scene to manipulate them. She already knew what she was doing, but she knew that she could use her cleavage, her facial features, the fact that she was white and he was black. She could use all these things to say, "Oh, I need help." She can turn into the damsel in distress when we know that she was the devil from hell. So all these things went into play. And of course, even in his death, he's not going to be looked at as the victim, because so many people are going to say, "Well, then he should have left. He was powerful enough to leave. He didn't have to stay there." I wouldn't stay if I was being called a nigger. But at the end of the day, yes, you would, because again, men don't have the same privilege that we have to just have a variety pick of whatever they want. Some do, but that's not the case for everybody.
Reese, did you find it a little bit shocking that even after he was stabbed by her, you hear how calm he sounded as he was saying he couldn't feel his arm?
You mean to tell me he was in that elevator scrap, he was already stabbed by then?
No. You didn't hear the other part where there was the audio of after he was stabbed. She was on the phone with 911 and he was in the background saying, "I can't feel my arm." She had stabbed him. That was how calm he was saying it. He just kept saying,
I think he was trying to calm her down as well. Like, "Okay, I can't feel my arm. Let's get over this. Just call 911. Like, get them."
Oh, trying to talk her out of continuing.
Yes, trying to talk her out of the rage. And he's like, "I can't feel my arm. I'm dying." And I think that part of him, even as he was losing his life, was thinking, if I could just de-escalate this, she would get me help. And he still died because she, like Melanin says, she had no emotional control. She was just raging out.
Reese, have you ever been in a relationship with a woman like this? Emotionally unstable, aggressive like this?
Nah, not like what she displayed in that elevator. I've never had nobody go off on me like that.
Have you seen it? Have you seen a woman be this way?
Oh yeah, hundreds of times. Wide open on the bus. I seen a woman fight a dude on the bus while the bus was moving and the fight carried over. This was before they put that little bulletproof thing over the drivers. I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
And it got over to the they bumped into the bus driver and he jerked the wheel. Everybody on the bus had to like grab onto what they were next to, and they almost hit a car and everything. When they're enraged like that,
what makes men, what makes men like women like this?
It got to be a situation where they can't do any better, right? Because that's the only you can't be in his head, and even if you asked him, he's not going to tell the truth. So there's no way to know. But you got to assume that he can't get another woman, or that pussy is just so stupendous you can't walk away from it. The shit is like, women know this at an early age that they can do whatever they want to a guy, and there's the unwritten rule that's not in law. You can't go upside their head. It's like a religion. Religion has the word forgiveness. People that are in religions can do all type of bullshit because they can do fancy ass living. Women are the same way. They got that unwritten law. You can't go upside their head, so they know they can go as far as they can. I've seen thousands of situations in real life, out in public. And when their eyes are on them, when there's people's eyes on them, that's when they really, really turn.
It get worse. I've noticed that in women that got some people looking at them, it's harder to control that woman because some people are looking at them. Ms. Paula, I'm gonna let you come and talk on this. You got some good pussy. Is there a reason why?
How many shots you had today?
One short of JFK. Miss Polly, why is it that men are allowing this? Why are they putting up with things like this? Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. I have seen such things. I have seen such things. The tolerance of tomfoolery. Well, I will agree that I think a lot of times it's put out there that like it's just a woman. Like, why can't you control her? So if they're having a hard time dealing with these outbursts, it's like you're supposed to be able to control a woman, and as a man, not being able to do so is kind of saying that you're not a man.
Damn. You're saying when they see the woman acting out, like Reese said, this bitch is on the bus, she fighting you. We look at him.
Yeah, I think you look at them like, well, why can't you get your woman in check? That's how I think other people view it, as like she's acting that way because you're allowing it. Once again, even though I don't believe that it's true, I'll say that when people look at you, if you are with someone and you're supposed to be the dominant figure in that relationship, why are you allowing her to go that far? Why are you continuing to accept that behavior? And if you decide that, oh, you know what,
I like the color purple.
You could just walk away, but you're deciding to stand there, then you should be able to control it. It's kind of like having a wild dog, and that's a really fucked up thing to say.
God, dog, yeah, and
you have a wild animal who's biting people. They don't go to the dog and say, "Stop biting people." What they say is, "Why can't you control your dog? You don't know how to leash them." That's what they say.
Damn, Miss Polly killing it today because she's right. We wouldn't get mad when the dog is out of control. We look at the owner, and they view men and they say, if this girl is out of control, jeez.
Like that's like I know it, I'm trying not to use animals as representation of women, but I'm saying that you're supposed to be in charge. That you're supposed to be coveting over that person. You allowing them to act that way is ultimately showing what kind of man you are. You're allowing someone to be in your presence and to act this way, and you're accepting it because you're not stopping it. You're not disconnecting from them, so you're allowing it. And so, really, ultimately, it's on you.
What'd you say, Reese? You said a what is a what?
A mammal is a mammal.
I got a question.
Go. Who's that says they got a question?
Me.
Go ahead. Go. Yeah, you next anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you think like, because I listen first and foremost, CJ, I tuned in because you really my favorite on this show. Like I ain't gonna lie, like you know how to connect like with the 20 and 30-year-olds, like you really know how to connect what's going on.
CJ Sotomayor, that's my son.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
For me,
how does it feel, CJ? How does it feel?
Nah, because when he walked Brian, Melanin, and Lyric down the other week, I'm like, oh, you nice with it, cuz.
Now, why you got to bring up old stuff?
And he didn't walk us down.
Damn.
And who are you? Like, he didn't walk
my
us
fault.
down.
Like, he was
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Slippery.
He was speaking real shit. Like every week he up here, he speak. Even last week with Kat, and he was like, "Oh, like you got to correct the woman or whatever." He like, I'm not correcting that, and he was like, "Well, that's because you like." He's speaking from like our age group a lot of times, and he speak on like it sound like he speak on his own experiences. A lot of times, people here speak on like social media points, podcast, like they don't speak the life they actually live. And I feel like
why is your name CJ Unblock? Is that Unblack or Unblock? Unblack. Oh, that's the name of your show, Unblack. Oh, I thought you was telling CJ to unblock the co-host.
I'm like, well, hey, what's going on today? What's happening?
I was reading it too, like, what?
I've been putting them in the box. What's y'all beef? God, dog. But I'm gonna let Wing go, and then I'm gonna let you go. But Wing, on this discussion, and thank you for shouting out my man CJ. CJ has been killing it. I ain't lying. I've been telling him he's been killing it. But what do you think about what they were saying? What do you think about what Miss Polly said, that if you got a woman that's out of control, this bitch is out here doing all kind of shit, she could be stabbing you in public. People gonna look at you and say, what are you doing? Why haven't you checked her? They're not gonna view you as a victim at all. How do you feel about this as a young man?
Well, like I feel like in a way, like liberalism and like the new society make us, like, for example, they say if we're not rappers, if we're not rappers, ball players, even the ones that's not like entertainers, we get like the woke like the woke people. And they really like weaken everybody in general. Like it's not just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like everybody go down with them. Like it's like hard to explain.
Well, I will do this. The CJ Unblack co-host. How you doing, dear? You okay?
Something about your mic. Can you guys hear it?
I think she's muted.
Okay.
No, she's muted.
But I don't see the mute thing on the screen.
Yeah, me neither. It might be something your mic connection.
Mm-hmm.
We'll double back to her while we're waiting. Let's go ahead and get those Rumble rants in. Alfonso with the $20 Rumble rant. Wilbert, hello to the panel. Would join, but I got to get up at 2 a.m. Have a great show. Thank you for that. We appreciate you. And we have Sun2380 coming back with another $20 Rumble rant. Isn't this premeditated? She files a restraining order first to set up a history of abuse. Then later she unalives him. Now she's saying she was abused. Jimmy Johnson. I'm sorry, go ahead.
2 days later, after she that when we saw her talking to the police, 2 days later he was dead.
Wow. Jimmy E. Johnson coming through with the $5 Rumble rant. Breasts have entered the chat. Ooga, ooga. I think that's from Miss Polly. $5 Rumble rant from Gemini Door. Thank you for that. Sending love with a heart. We appreciate the love always. Tabaris, I think is how you pronounce it, with the $10 Rumble rant. The bias against men won't stop until men stop accepting brainwashing. The phrase, "I'll never hit a woman," needs to stop being said and promoted. As men, we pigeonhole ourselves this status quo. Thank you for that. 10 Black Stock coming through with the $20 Rumble rant. In the words of DMX, if you know a bitch, you don't listen to that bitch. You don't argue with that bitch. All you do is fuck that bitch. I gotta go. What song is that? I like the way that came out of my mouth. Might have to listen. Jimmy E. Johnson. It had a nice. I needed a beat behind it. My bad. Jimmy E. Johnson coming through with the $5 Rumble rant. I bet Miss Polly's kitty cat is clean too, Tommy. Hey now, nice compliment. Army Vet 23 coming through with the $5 Rumble rant. I think men also accept abuse because men are rarely told what treatment they deserve from women in relationships or see examples. They are constantly told what to do for women, though. Tavares is coming back with a $10 Rumble rant. Women got the legal system to take domestic violence complaints serious by killing their husbands and burning their homes down. Restraint is never taught to women. That is a fact. Shout out to all the Rumble rants. Keep putting color in the chat.
Restraint. Are you work? Do you work now, CJ?
Yeah, I'm. Can you hear me now? Yay!
Perfect.
Thank you for
joining us. Number one. Number two. Did you hear the story about the black guy who's dating the OnlyFans model, the white woman? She murdered him 4 years ago. She just got sentenced after she pled guilty, and they gave her a 6-year sentence, and she'll be out in a few months. Your thoughts?
Yeah. No, that's really sad. I actually listening, and I agree with a lot of you guys on the panel. Is it Miss Polly? I think she kind of spoke my sentiments exactly. That a lot of men, I believe this is y'all. This is my first time on the show, so you probably don't know what I believe. But I believe that men are superior to women. And nobody wants to say that out loud, but in every metric, you could literally take any metric, and men come out dominant. The only thing that a man can't do besides that a woman can is make a baby by himself. But if he could, that would literally take you guys over the top. And so I agree with Ms. Polly that if your woman is doing this to you, you got to take control of that. You have got to control her. Don't allow sex to be something that you just desire so much that you're just willing to.
But why are men staying? Why are these men? That man was beaten, abused by this woman, and they said this has been going on for a long time. Why did he stay?
I agree with the other young lady that you have on sex. Having access to sex has become the thing that men desire more than anything. So much so that you said, Tommy, that they're turning gay. And I believe that a lot of men are turning gay because of access to sex, not necessarily because they like men. And it's really sad what's happening because even what's in Hollywood, what's in the news, everything is telling men that women are superior to them, and they instinctively know that that's not the case. And so I believe that men are battling this in their heads, and they're not putting women in their rightful place. We are overgrown children, myself included. We just
I ain't got no problem with that.
It's true.
I would disagree with you with the control, honestly. Like when you said a man got to control it, I'll say don't tolerate it. Just
agree.
Just leave. If you got to control something, eventually it's going to go back to the natural behavior.
Well, young brother, another young man in the comment section, he said men are taught that they're weak if they leave. What do you think about that, brother?
Nah, but if you try to
no, not that they are. He's saying that the public views a man that if he walks, if he can't control that woman, even in one of my favorite movies, what that old player said. Shouts out to the comedian, I forgot his name. He said, "You don't let that pussy whip you. Whip that pussy."
John Witherspoon, pops.
Thank you, brother. Go, Mr. Fantastic. Isn't that something that a lot of brothers are taught, that you're weak if you cannot control her, so they will stay in order to show they're not weak?
Yeah, that's one of the main things. You can't maintain your bitch. You can't keep your bitch. You can't control your bitch. All this, all these things and all that rhetoric. So yeah, that's one of the main things. You not being able to handle your woman, which you're not supposed to have to handle a motherfucking grown ass person in the first place. Yeah, somehow your weakness. When again, as the man, you have all of the risk and none of the reward. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It kind of came from
Yes.
last weekend. I'm sorry, Mr. Fantastic. I
No,
just
you got
had
it.
to jump in.
You gotta let that
came from last-
marinate. When a nigga say a line like that, you gotta let it marinate. He said you have all of the risk, none of the reward, and you got these sisters in here agreeing. So, fellas, there a lot of times y'all go somewhere where sisters will get mad and say, "Can't believe you're saying that." Right here, you these sisters that's on the, they're not getting mad. They're saying he's got a point.
Well, I can push back a little bit on it, Mr. Fantastic. I do believe that if you are superior, which I believe that men are, it's kind of like me with a child. Like I can't haul off and slap my 5-year-old. I have to control her. And so, in my opinion, I believe that feminism is only allowed because men have taken the back seat. And I recognize that a lot of people say that the law is on our side and, you know, Hollywood is on our side and media is on our side. But at some point, the revolution happens when men stand up and say, no, I don't give a shit what. This is not happening on my watch.
Well, yeah, that I understand, you know, about how revolutions work and things, right? But the thing about it is you have to have enough men that are willing to do that. And most men aren't going to forsake their in-house pussy or their moms or their daughters or their sisters and so on and so forth. So like I said, I think that part of masculinity has been all but erased because you know what I'm saying, you're not, you know what I'm saying, not saying that, you know, abusing women is cool and all these different things, but I think people forget all the time we're the only place in the damn in this hemisphere as where you can't whoop a bitch, where that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? You take your ass down to any of them motherfucking the Caribbean, you take your ass down to South America, Central America, whooping a bitch is a part of the culture. Okay. Now again, I'm not saying I condone it, but there's a reason why Pedro can be motherfucking 5'2" and you know, come home to the fresh fucking frijoles every night. You hear me? All right. Right, handmade tortillas.
I like the way he says it with so much conviction, and then say, "Oh, but I'm not saying I agree."
I don't want to beat no bitches. Right? I just want to beat them up internally, baby. If you want your inside beat up, baby, I'm your man. But I ain't got to beat you on the outside. If I got to beat you on the outside, baby, I'm gonna put you outside. Okay?
Look, I'm talking about right there.
I'm having a hard time breathing.
If I only way I'm gonna beat you, baby, is when I meet you. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. That's the only way I'm beating you, baby. And other than that, you're going to jail. I'm calling the police. I'm calling them folks. I'm putting the people in your life, and I will show up for the trial date. Your Honor, yes, I'm feared for my life. Lock this bitch up. Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you guys control, like, you guys, men have shied away from politics. Men are allowing women to get into politics all left and right, and it's a hustle. You guys don't. Can we get the women out of politics? But men have shied away from all of the power playing positions. Men don't want to be in the power to make the rules where you can lock up that woman if she is the aggressor, and if the man is saying, "Hey, yo, handle shorty." You guys have the control, but I think you guys have kind of taken a back seat, as you said. And that,
I want to push a little bit on you on that. You can jump back in, Ms. Fantastic, but I'm going to push back a little bit on her. You said you guys, but I kind of think if society is teaching these men, and most of these men are being raised by women, it's kind of hard to say it's these guys, especially when we're not the ones who have the laws. So, like, when you're the guy who stands up, I'm with you. I've been telling men, stop paying child support on mas. See what happens. But men are afraid. Ain't nobody trying to risk going to jail. I think that we've lost as men the revolutionary spirit because most men are raised by women.
Facts.
We'll throw that in there. But go ahead.
Fact. I agree. And here's what I'm saying. It's all messed up. And I agree with you, Tommy. The only way that we can change it is for the men to say no. Like, so for me, like you said, for the men to stop paying child support. I actually was talking to my husband the other day, and I'm like, men need to start like not even caring about child support. Oh, you want that child support? I'll get you that child support. Here you go. Get right about your paperwork, and I'll make 5 other babies that look better than yours anyway. Thank you for taking care of my kid. Like, you can't allow these little games that people play to discourage you, or you got to learn how to like push back. And I'm saying this with all respect. I love men. I have such respect for you. I do believe I'm raising 2 sons. I believe that you've been given a raw deal, but you guys are the only ones that can fix it. We can't fix it, and a lot of women are not.
Yep, but like you said, that's the thing though. It's literally baked in the cake, so to speak, to where the women have the control over the men. The men are socially, and especially in the black community specifically, you're brainwashed and you're programmed as to where your mama, the women, you know, black women out here talking about that every random black man is responsible for random black women. You ought to put your life on the line. You ought to step in. No, bitch. If that nigga beat you in public, he done beat you in private. Okay, that ain't my business. I'm staying out of it. Okay?
They gonna be back together by Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. You're not. No, you listen. I ain't finna be in no motherfucking box and y'all fucking like ain't nothing happy. You crazy? No, motherfucker. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you know, but you know what's crazy though? A lot of men are starting to wake up. Black men specifically, a lot of men are starting to come out of that haze. I think it's gonna be some time though. But because you got to think, we're at least what, safe to say 2 to 3 generations in of the mummification. You know what I'm saying? The feminization. So with that being the you know, that being the case, that's not something that's just gonna happen overnight. But brothers are definitely starting to wake up more and starting to see it. Go ahead, Miss Polly, you got it.
I'm gonna say something that I might take back later. Okay, I'm gonna start with saying that. I'm gonna start by saying that I might take this back later.
Own that shit.
I feel like we gonna see real change when white men start feeling real threatened by their own ladies. Then all the shit getting shut down. All of it. That's what I think. I think it's all gonna get shut down because they're gonna be like, forget this. They done lost their mind because they watching other people lose their mind. When their women start acting like our women, which they are starting to start copying some stuff. When they start acting out of line, they gonna shut it down. That's what I think. Personally.
I don't think white men know what to do now. I think because it's gone too far. Again, I think there's a difference between what government allows versus what the man allows. I think y'all mix it up and think, well, everyday man is okay with what government is allowing to happen. And everyday man isn't okay with it, but everyday man is afraid to step out and do something. Think about it. What you just said, I've been saying it for years. Anybody been watching me? What have I been saying? Fuck them kids.
Yes.
Hippie. I said fuck them kids. I was the first motherfucker that just straight up and said, fuck that shit. Why would you care? If a bitch want to make it hard, pay her that child support and move on. There's a woman, I don't know if y'all saw that video, and I was trying to find it. This woman straight up said, oh, I found it. I want y'all to see this, and y'all tell me, what in the hell would you do as a man after hearing something like this? Now, as I did it, I did all that slow talking, and now I'm trying to find the damn thing, and I can't find it. What I'm supposed to be.
You got to slow it down when you want it right. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'm saying I was talking to. I'm used to doing that, but I'm used to having somebody else run that shit, and I was having to find it myself, and it was very difficult. But I found it, and I want y'all to take a look and a listen to this, and y'all tell me, everybody on the panel, everybody, just tell me what you think of what it is you're about to hear.
The wildest thing I ever did.
Well, what's the wildest thing you ever did?
The wildest thing I ever did was sleep with 2 guys on the same day.
That's not that wild.
And my son is 3 now.
I didn't hear that.
You know which one it was, right?
I'm 99.99% sure that the guy who I believe it is his dad. But there was never any testing done, so...
But he's just stepped up?
No, he's a deadbeat. He's never met our son.
Right.
But my son looks just like him. But the other guy was my stalker, so I can't even go that route because he's schizophrenic and manic and bipolar and crazy. So I'm kind of stuck with the deadbeat one.
This is diabolical.
My son's 3 now, though. He's happy. He's healthy.
Are you thinking about what you're gonna tell your son?
Absolutely. I put his dad on child support so that he was on some paperwork.
Oh, period.
Yeah, so he knows this is his dad, and that's that. So when he gets older and he wants to look for him, best believe I'm gonna help him find him.
So does he pay or no?
Yeah, he pays it. He's one of those deadbeats that knows he has kids, he just chooses not to be in their lives.
Oh.
He pays on time every month. He just doesn't see our.
What would you say to that right now?
Oh, that. That's why you didn't make it to the NBA, nigga. That's why you in the D League. That's why you still play at the YMCA and LA Fitness, nigga.
I'm first.
Let's tackle this first. Go ahead.
I'm first.
Go ahead.
First of all, she gave some box to a stalker. Number one, and confessed to it. I think this nigga's detached from this kid because of the way the kid was brought, because he knows how the kid was consumed.
Conceived, but yes.
He don't want that stain attached to him and his
Shut up,
name
CJ.
Somebody ate that baby.
for his entire life. I'm not saying if he's right or wrong before the women take tar and feather me. I'm just saying I think that's why he's detached from that kid. Because of the way
she got pregnant on purpose. The nigga had hoop dreams. That's what she told on herself without telling on herself. The nigga was a NBA prospect or pro
I think
athlete
she was
prospect.
just consumed with lies. I'm just kidding.
Me too. I agree. I think
Wait. She said she conceived this child in a threesome with two dudes.
It was two dudes she was fucking.
No, she didn't
threesome,
say
no.
it was a threesome. She said
Yeah,
it
the
was
same day.
It was just in the same day, but it wasn't at the same time.
If she cared that much about, I've never understood this, and I ask black women this all the time. If you got a sucker like myself, and I'm fucking you raw, and you think there's a check at the end of this, why would you fuck multiple people and it might end up being because the dude that needs somewhere to stay, his sperm probably stronger than mine. Stop laughing at me. Why you laughing at me? You know, I feel some kind of way about this.
The worst managers of pussy on the planet.
But I also want to
worst.
say that I don't like when women say that men are stalking them and then you proceed to like call them and want their attention. That is not a stalker. That's you liking somebody sometimes and disliking them other times. And then when they want your attention, it's leave me alone. But then when you want their attention, you're running after them. That's not the definition of a stalker. I don't believe she had a stalker. Second,
yeah, but we got to get that. I'm okay with you. But there was so many things in there that was.
I did say second, and so second, how could the courts allow you to put somebody on child support without proving that that's their child? So you have them on child support so that he can find him, but you don't even know which one is the father. How is this possible? How did you do that? And then if indeed he's a deadbeat, what address did you give the court?
No, but she said he pays.
Why? Why? How is this possible?
She said he's a deadbeat because he don't come around.
He claimed the child.
Why would he? You throwing it back to anybody that does come around. Why would he?
They do that though, Tommy, to your question.
I think the story was messed up.
They still want to find a sucker at the end of it. They still know that it's another sucker at the end of it. They convince black men that being ain't nothing wrong with being a stepfather. So they like, all right, even if it don't work with one of these guys, there's still gonna be another sucker at the end of it that'll fill the role. So
CJ, be honest. Do you think it's a nigga watching this woman sit there talking to this Johnny Storm, flame on ass, Fantastic Four nigga that was talking to her? You think it's a nigga sitting up there saying, ooh, them hips on her? Like, you're saying black men are that?
Yeah, so I actually went through this.
Which CJ? Oh.
Go ahead, you CJ.
Both of y'all CJs.
No, it's really happening. I know these guys, and unfortunately, there will be some men that's still looking at her and saying that, and that's the reason why she's so comfortable talking like that.
Yes.
But women do not want to admit that they don't know who their baby daddy is. She wants to convince us that she slept with two people on the same day, and
still know.
That hoe don't know who her baby daddy is. Sorry, JJ don't know who her and that's more common than we would like to admit.
And that's just And sorry, that's just the 2 men that she slept with that day. We
Thank
don't know
you.
how many men she slept with in that cycle.
She been
All
out
y'all
here
gotta
doing
do,
dicks. She
listen.
been out here doing dicks.
Yeah,
All
no,
you gotta
any
do is
woman
consider
knows.
this.
Any woman knows that you cannot tell between like a week or two who your baby father is. So that she's talking about, oh, the same day. So she doesn't sound that bad. She don't know who her baby daddy
Well,
is.
y'all notice she demonized the men to try and make herself look better and take the whole attention off herself after you just did 2 dicks in one fucking day. So then, like CJ said, you don't know how many dudes she done fucked the whole fucking week, and all of a sudden,
that's all she admitted to.
That's
Them
all
two.
she admitted to.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, no, look, he's a deadbeat, and everybody's gonna chime in like, yeah, he a deadbeat. No, he didn't want to. He didn't want to deal with that polluted ass pussy that you had. He didn't want to deal with the child because you don't know who the real father is. And now you out here slanging that wolf pussy every motherfucking well, and even down there in Midtown in Atlanta, right? She gonna try and fuck that gay dude too.
Hey, you gonna stop talking about Atlanta like this? I'm not gonna. There's no
saying.
Atlanta slander. No Atlanta slander out here. Nigga. They already looking at me cross.
Y'all might have to call her Lady CJ. Call her Lady CJ.
All right, let me change my name. Hold on. I got you.
That likes Lady CJ. I like that. I want to go to Blanche. Hold on, one second, Reese. I gotta go to Blanche because I gotta hear his take on this. CJ, Mr. CJ was basically saying black men gonna do what black men do, no matter even if they hear this shit. And what's strange to me is I remember that girl that was going out saying she got herpes from that dude who was doing, and then she started her OnlyFans and niggas was fucking her on the OnlyFans after she said this. Are black men just are we that bad?
Yes, for 2 reasons. One reason is black culture is very highly sexualized, and black men get pressured more to have sex, a lot of sex more than I feel like other races. And also, most men just don't get access to women. There was a stat that said only 40% of men that have ever existed produce children out of the history of humanity. So that means 60% of men that have ever lived don't have any offspring. So that lets you know it's kind of barren in these streets. And I think for black men that are, let's just say you got a little bit of swag, you kind of handsome, you got a good job, whatever, you kind of productive, you successful, whatever, you take for granted your pull in society with women. The average guy is walking by women every day getting no consideration at all. So when that young lady is talking, there's a guy sitting there like, you got to think now, he's thinking she got multiple children, she a single mom, she kind of overweight, I got a chance. So he's looking at her as a viable candidate based on her circumstances.
Blanche, you said all these negative things and then he said, I got a chance.
Welcome to the mind of a nigga.
Damn. He said everything bad and then said, I got a chance.
Yo, can I say something real quick? Nobody should be.
Just real quick before you go, because I think Corey has to go. Corey, did you want to chime in before you exit?
I said what I had to do, but I gotta go up here and butter these biscuits right quick. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Hey, next Tuesday, wife came down here talking about some. You need to come on upstairs. I need to go ahead and make sure she all right. So I'm gonna holler.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure. I don't want you to get stabbed.
Exactly. I don't want to get stabbed.
Go butter them biscuits, my brother. Go butter them biscuits, my brother.
Use the good butter.
Yes, gotta use real butter.
Don't use no margarine. You might come up missing.
Yes, Elmer, you hear what they're saying. You also heard what that woman said. That woman said so much at once. I got confused, to be perfectly honest. But everything she said, she was quite confident in it. Why was she that confident?
I mean, I touched it last week, that the government got her down, holding her down. So I feel like they feel like they can be more confident because they don't have that financial backing from a man, because I feel like women would be a little bit more humble if the man that they need to depend on the man to provide. I feel like they will be more humble and more submissive to men.
Do you think part of it might be because of what Blanche said, that she knows even all of those bad things about her, there's still going to be a group of men that are always going to be there for her?
I do agree, and you always touch on the topic on the fact that the person who sleeps with the most girls, he's the cool guy, you know. So we call people incest that don't sleep with girls. So sleeping with girls is something big as a man.
Y'all,
I don't mean to be the guy catching y'all, I don't mean to be the guy letting English whoop y'all ass tonight. I'm just stepping in and backing him off and saying, back in the corner, English.
I caught some strays. Everybody getting some.
It was close enough.
Everybody.
It was close enough, Brother Elmer.
He said consume the children and incest. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nobody.
And we can't let these people think that we out here eating children and sleeping with underage kids. We can't.
Come on.
We can't. And y'all will come back next Tuesday better for it. Ain't that right, Melanin? It always you come back next week ready to fight English.
That's right. Sink or swim.
Nobody should be surprised by this, because you got to remember, we had enough liars in America to keep Maury rolling twice a day for 35 years.
Ooh.
35 years, we found enough dickheads to put on the Maury show twice, 4 or 5 people on each show, different couples for 35 years, twice a day. And what that basically means is, for everyone alive, I got bad news for you. Your family tree don't mean shit, because there's a liar on one of them branches that you don't know about and nobody knows about, because paternity tests are new to the world.
Hey,
we've been around for thousands of years without them. So I don't want to hear shit about your family tree. And I told a joke in the barbershop arguing with these Camden niggas, right? Because only 50,000 people over here. I said, I was locked up with niggas from Camden in the 90s that had 20 kids, 15 kids. I said, all you niggas out here chasing all this box in this little ass city, you niggas are fucking your own sisters and first cousins and don't even know it. And it's mathematically true. Because you take a city with 50,000 people in it, you got to figure 30,000 of them are children. Right? So you got 20,000,
that's not,
adults, sexual age adults, and you remove crackheads and gay people and all that. That number gets thinner and thinner. All these people trying to fuck in this small place for decades and decades.
Well, I've been called that out in the black community where they tried to claim that white people were doing incest. I knew I grew up in the projects. One thing I knew growing up in the projects is we kind of fucked the same people. If we were fucking the same people, we kind of were related, because a lot of us had daddies who weren't there. We called everybody cuz or cousin. We didn't know who really was cuz or cousin. And nobody ever left the city. I went back to let me tell you something, and people know it. They watched the video. I went back to the projects that I grew up in at the age of, 40, I think? Niggas I grew up with were still there.
Yep.
Still there. Multi-generational.
Capitol Homes. Back in Capitol Homes.
Davis Homes in Macon. Bird City, Alphabet City. 3 and 4 generations of motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Poverty, man. It's a mindset. It's a sickness.
With that, explain why our IQ is so low.
Wow.
You took the words out of my mouth. Let me tell you, we rocking, CJ. We here.
That's what I said. We need Lady CJ and CJ. I like it. Y'all don't change. Lady CJ. But I want to say this to y'all. Hold on a second. I do want to say this to y'all. Whites for generations believed in keeping it in the family. So I know y'all want to say this today. I don't think it necessarily lends itself to low IQ. I just think every now and again you're gonna have a motherfucker with one leg longer than the other one. You know, like Steve, I'll say this. Dude, how many of y'all believe that Hawkins, what was
Stephen
his name?
Hawkins?
Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah,
I mean,
Stephen Hawkins.
Very intelligent.
I don't believe that.
That's what they
No,
say.
I don't think so.
That's what they
He
say.
was very intelligent. The motherfucker graduated. Very intelligent. He also was a product of incest, which is why he had that shit.
What
That
shit? You don't
motherfucker.
even know what it
Kennedys,
is.
JFK.
He was talking. He was talking through that fucking computer, bro.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic, did you know by the end of his life, what he was doing to make that thing talk, which is fucking amazing, was just his cheek muscle.
Yeah.
That's it.
How about the Egyptian pharaohs?
Yes, thank you. They slept with. So I don't want to put us as blacks in the problem with that, but I do see what you're saying. But here's my thing with listening to what this woman is saying. When 53% of kids that are born in the black community, when they are tested, 53% of them are not that guy who was tested. 53%. That's a stupid percent. So that means that lying is a real big thing amongst women to these children. That's number one. Number two, lying is so normal that this woman thought it was funny to tell the story of I don't know who the father is and still call that nigga deadbeat. And doesn't it go back to, like my man said about Maury? How many of y'all remember watching Maury, where this bitch would be on her 14th person, cussing him out, calling him a deadbeat, and then when it said it wasn't his, she is the one that's getting the sympathy, and then the 15th nigga that come out, she says the exact same words to him. You ain't did shit.
You're talking about Marisol.
Yeah, like, think about it. The confidence they have at letting multiple niggas fuck them.
Wrong.
My youngest daughter. Wrong. Yes. Like Big Daddy Kane.
Sorry, Tommy.
Now, but my youngest daughter, y'all know I told the story. Bitch came back after testing every nigga possible.
And that's because the crowd is always
the unlucky one.
That's because the crowd is always on their side, though. That's why they feel comfortable enough to keep coming back, testing the next one, the next one, the next one. Because the audience always gonna cheer them on, not really give them no pushback, not make them feel like a hoe. They always.
But ain't some of it our fault? Niggas go around calling other niggas deadbeats. You took care of your kids, Blanche.
But they would still feel worse about coming on the show, putting this on national TV.
But I'm saying we as men can call out that bitch.
That's true.
I will not sleep with a woman. I've been saying, I know I'm one man and I'm not that handsome, so it don't matter. But I still have a rule, and I've kept up to that rule up to I'm 50 now. I'll be 51 this year. I kept the rule. I don't fuck baby's mamas. Well, here's the rule. I will fuck a baby mama. I will not date a woman with a guy. I will not date a woman, and I've never done it. You have a nigga on child support, I will not talk to you. I don't give a fuck the reason why. I won't do it.
Why?
And I wish more men would say this. You say why? Cause if you couldn't work it out with this nigga and have it, my oldest daughter, I'm not on child support. Never been. You know why? Because I'm a parent. You shouldn't need to do this. You lay down and suck my dick, let me skeet all up in you. Now you hate me. This is stupid. I've never understood how you go from making ugly nut faces to y'all can't stand each other.
I wondered that too.
DJ, you gonna stop all that laughing. But listen, I'm serious. Like, y'all gotta be able to work if y'all were doing all that sweating and exchanging body fluids. Motherfucker, we can't work this shit out. So I look at it like this. If she's done that to one person, it's the same way if you date a bitch that done beat. If you date I'll switch it up and go to men. A woman date a man that done beat up one woman. You think he ain't gonna beat you up, but a lot of women walk into it thinking, oh well, he won't do. If that woman don't put one nigga on child support, she'll put you on child support. If that woman don't ruin one household, the hardest thing to do is the first one. Everybody knows that. The first dick a girl sucked was the hardest one. She's a pro now. The first dick she took, that was the hardest one. She went some years, she was like, well, I'm 13. I want to get to 14. She's just built up some time. I don't want to just give it up. Once she done gave it up, though, fuck it. That's why I don't believe a nigga could be gay one day. Nope. Floodgates is open. He is going to do it again. Nigga ain't going to murder and just stop murdering. I just did it once. Got it out my system. No. So I don't believe this. So I think if a woman don't put a man on child support, she'll do it. And I think we should have some solidarity as men. Like, why not? I never fuck one of my homeboys' girl. Never tried. You know why? Because I think that's fucked up. That's a road you can't cross. It's certain things I don't do. Now, other people have no problem doing these things. But I think a lot of it, and it goes back to what I think it was what Lady CJ was saying a bit. That kind of falls on us as men, though. We could stop a lot of the behaviors, but we don't take up for each other. When it comes to these men, like the last person should ever make fun of a man, either A, not getting no pussy, or B, being put on child support, or C, going to jail because some girl done said something. No man should sit there and make that be his joke to another man. And yet we do. So we encourage women to do what? Do that thing to more men. If we start going off on the bitch, though, because remember, Marcellus Wiley, how many of y'all know the story about Marcellus Wiley?
Yeah, they just dropped the charges.
Shit, thank you. Tell them, Mr. Fantastic, they don't know what happened. They don't.
They dropped. Yeah, so he pretty much tells the wife he's getting ready to get divorced or whatever, and of course she runs the playbook. He's been abusing me. She even said that he was, sexually forcing himself on her and all these different things, and so on and so forth. In the process of him, trying to have a relationship with the kids, she got a restraining order on him or order protection, whatever it was, and she tried to say in the process of him coming to a game or something that the kids had, she made up this thing about him abusing her and beating her for all these years. And it always happens the same way. A bitch ain't never beat till the divorce come around. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Wait, what?
You beat me.
What'd you say?
A bitch ain't never beat till the divorce come around.
Oh shit.
Then the nigga done beat her up. He done turned into a mystical pussy crook. He done took the pussy. He done did everything. Nigga is the fucking villain. Thanos, Darkseid, all of them. The Joker, all of them in one.
MC Red.
Nightmare.
The villain in black. No, he's right. And they're so comfortable doing it. And that's what she did. Think about it. This man has a public persona and a public career. She has basically, even though they dropped it, they're still going to hold this over his head. And the women know this. They know they if you put the jacket on a man, there's 2 jackets you put, what was it? When I say it's 3 jackets you put on a man, he can't get from under him. If you say he R-worded you, that's one. They gonna still look at, he got off on a technicality. They gonna say you did something. Deadbeat dad, can't escape that one, or abusive. Let a woman say you beat them. How you prove you didn't?
I think part of the reason
about David Justice, right? Remember David Justice with Halle Berry?
Halle Berry, bitch ass. Yep.
These girls are not getting ready.
I think part of the reason is because men are always in competition with each other, and we love women, so that's why we don't have each other's back as much as we protect women, because we're in competition.
Oh, you saying niggas is hate?
Niggas is pussy hungry, bro. Like I said, niggas is moving in a scarcity mindset. Niggas were killed. No, that's different, CJ. Competition is something to where it's equal grounds. Most of that shit is some backdoor bullshit,
don't gotta
bro.
be equal ground, my brother. Competition do not gotta be equal ground, my brother.
Usually competition, like for most competitions, about it, CJ. Competition is like, hey, me and you are competing for 2 different things. You're like, we're all trying to get a job, right? So like the job market would be a good scenario, right? So even though I don't know you, me and you both know what the deal is. I know there's somebody out here trying to get that job. If you my nigga or whatever, you cool. I never suspected you out here trying to fuck my bitch. At least you're not supposed to be.
I'm not saying backdoor, nigga. I'm just saying in competition for women in general. So we rather protect women's rights than men's rights, because we want women to look at us like they're protectors. Like we want women to look at us as
niggas want pussy. No, niggas don't give a fuck about being
nigga. In competition for pussy, nigga. That's what I just said. We in competition for pussy. Yeah, I like pussy. You like pussy. She gonna fuck one of us. I'd rather it be me than you.
Yeah, I got you. I understand that. But the ways you go about doing it is what's fucking the game up. So letting a bitch do some diabolical shit, right? You seen this bitch dog a nigga out, right? He a good dude. He's a great dad. He's a good man or whatever. And she run this nigga through the ringer. She lie on him, tell everybody he a deadbeat. He don't do this. He's a horrible person. And you get with the bitch, you're enabling her, because it should be like, and not just by not giving her dick, no, but taking her on as serious and giving her a serious relationship. That bitch should have a scarlet letter, bro. And that used to be what it was. Same thing with kids, like all the. Like I can understand a mistake, right? I can understand a bitch getting nutted in one time and having a baby. This bitch got 3 different baby daddies. Banned. Okay. Dick and that's it, bitch. And no, and only throw babies only. Okay, you can't get nothing, no bodily fluids in your vagina.
I'm with him. I've never seen. Hey, why is that? That's something that seems like a lot of black men do. Like I have never been a bitch's second baby daddy. Not saying there's something wrong, but it just seems weird that so many men are okay with, as Mr. Fantastic said, you okay with being baby daddy number 4?
We've been convinced. I think this is like we've been raised in a household with mom have 2, 3, 4 maybe daddies, so it's normal. So they didn't taught their kids that hey, being baby daddy number 2, number 3 is nothing wrong with it. The society has taught men ain't nothing wrong with it, so men is going along with it.
Yeah, you're a strong man if you take up for the other kid, but then if you're a weak man because you couldn't handle her because she have other kids by another man.
And I agree with Fantastic too.
No, they say he's a real man. He come up there and Reese, I didn't know you. That's a fat pussy you got there, Reese. It's a fat loud pussy too.
My bad.
That's a fat loud pussy you got. Miss Polly want to. Speaking of fat pussy, go ahead, Miss Polly.
No, we're not. Okay,
I'm gonna time you out. I swear to God.
Time this nigga out, Mel. Time this nigga out.
You gonna get in trouble. You hear me?
What the fuck is in this bottle? What is in here?
Drop him, yo.
Put it down. Put it down.
He gonna try to blame the bottle.
Oh my. I was just going to mention, the young lady. When you guys are looking at her and you hear her saying that, and you ask, why would she be okay with saying that, sharing that story as if it's funny? But my question is, why wouldn't she? There's no consequence for it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Doesn't change anything. She still gets a check. She's still going to get help. No one cares. You can say you don't like it, but it changed nothing because they're still going to fuck her because she has. Most guys are going to say, hey, listen, like you said, you're at the club or whatever, it's dark or whatever the reasons is. I'm not saying she's unattractive to some. I'm not saying that. But when men want to get it wet, you don't need your dick wet, you're going to get your dick wet. And if she's offering it on the table, you probably would take it.
Well, Miss Polly,
everybody.
Miss Polly, I got to go back to what Mr. Fantastic said, though.
Go ahead.
Why are these men, we're excusing the want to fuck. We're excusing that. But to fuck her raw, come inside this woman, then risk everything that comes along with that. Why are the men doing that?
Yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna tell you what. So we gotta give both sides, right? We gotta give everybody a little hot sauce, right? So I think, in my opinion, that they don't value the fact that they are giving something away that's special. Their children. They don't value that. Don't value their cum enough. Need y'all to value your cum. Y'all ain't valuing and coveting your cum. Giving it out to everybody and anybody and hoping it just don't stick. I think you should value it more. Value yourself more. You don't deem yourself as valuable enough to not give it out.
We need to start telling young boys that young boys that toilets, tissue, and socks are better places to put your cum.
Lots of lotion at the store. There's all kinds of places and things to buy at the store. Vaseline does great, I've heard. All kinds of lubricants. They even got machines now, that we've upgraded in technology. And so I know we all want a warm body, but at the end of the day, you guys know how to get the job done. And a lot of you have keyboards that are sticky. It is what it is. So let's just practice some of that.
I was gonna say this though.
No, we gotta teach.
It's tough telling men that's been put on the earth to procreate to not procreate.
Agree.
Like, that's a tough ask.
Thank you,
Yeah.
CJ.
I agree because I definitely don't think that
I got my boy Tommy. Thank you, my brother.
Okay. I don't think that they should care. Like, I think men need to start taking their rightful place and be like, yo, they take responsibility for whatever you did to deed. I don't know. Maybe, how Usher said, I messed up, slipped in. Hey, man, what the hell I don't know. Like, you slip in sometimes. We grown, so it happens. Take responsibility, but don't allow that person to control your life. Don't allow that person to control your finances. I don't care if you got to drive Uber for a week to make your child support payment. Yo, this is my baby money this week. And just do what you got to do and not allow her to take control of your mind, your life. Men have got to get stronger mentally and not allow vagina to, like, I mean, but any girl knows pussy is easy to get. I know men don't have access to sex, and I hate that for them because it's not hard.
Wait. So are you telling us, wait a minute. So are you telling us seriously that women feel like pussy is easy to get? Wait.
I was about to
let me put a caveat on it. Do women think that pussy is easy to get for men that they're willing to give it to?
Pussy is easy to get if men make the effort to get it. They have to get me and Blanche talk about this. You gotta work on yourself. You gotta get good at sex. You gotta get good at game. You gotta, if you want pussy, you can get it.
Again,
we got CJ versus CJ. Go at it.
The thing is, though, women, we value they pussy more than they value they pussy. They don't value it at all. They just consider it another body part. This is just a dirty, nasty vagina that niggas value, and I'll give it away to whoever. They don't value it. We value it, and they see that. They say, these niggas really value this dirty pussy. These niggas think this shit is gold. And they like, I think it's just a fucking, it's really nasty. And like, what was your joke? Tommy, you ever see the pussy walking down the street?
Oh, your eyes shoot it.
I don't think that women think about it like that. Like, and ladies, you guys can correct me if I don't think we think about it like that. I think access to sex is a lot more accessible than men even understand, because they are trying to get women by what we say. Like they say, it's okay for men to cry. We gonna laugh at you. You're not getting no pussy crying.
Lady CJ, before you go, I'm gonna let you get back at him. There's a few people who are saying they agree with CJ that y'all in ways wonder why we like it so much. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all know you have it. Is that what you're saying, CJ? That they know they have it, but they really don't understand why we like it the way we do.
Like, why do
you no. I understand. I understand why. Here's what I'll say. I understand that sex is needed differently for men than women. I'll say that. However, what I'm saying is if men know they need something, I'm telling you, it's not that hard to get if you understand women, if you know how to talk to them. And we have to even be talking to our men at like a very, very young age.
That's the hard part. CJ, understanding women is not easy. It's very difficult. Understanding
women are very simple. We've been psyoped to believe.
No, you wilding now. Now you wilding.
Wait. Hold on.
That is blasphemous.
We've been psyoped to believe that we just established the fact that women are children. We care about very stupid stuff, very emotional. Men are actually a lot more complicated. You care about science and discovery, and they have psyoped you to believe that women are the premier beings and the premier thinkers. No, it's not hard to get pussy.
Wait a minute.
It's
Wait,
So when the screen is put like this, it's the battle of the middle in the center. Let it go. Let's go.
Yeah. So first off, love. Let me explain this to you. Okay. For one, 80-20 rule exists for a reason. That's a real thing. Women say this all the time. Way more men find women attractive than women find men attractive. There's a very, very small pool of men that women find attractive. That's the first step. So it's easier for those men, but we know that's a very, very small percentage of men, right? So the ugly nigga, the awkward nigga, the fat nigga, the whatever he is, the undesirable man can have all the game in the world, okay? And he's not even going to get a shot because he's undesirable, okay? He's not even going to get a chance because now he's going to be allowed to hang around. He's going to be allowed to be given a role, food nigga, fix it nigga, ride nigga, whatever, everything but the pussy nigga, okay? All right, now the pussy nigga is the man that she actually likes. And again, like I said, yeah. Trust me, okay? You a woman, and I ain't gonna say you did this, but if you've ever been the man that's done ate some food that another nigga paid for, you know how the game go. This bitch went on a date with a nigga, and then she came to your crib, and hey, you want these leftovers? Or even better, she ordered you some fresh shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the niggas that it's easy for sex for. Every other man has to work for it. He has to do something for. A lot of niggas got that motherfucking Bill Coochie credit.
Yeah, I'm not. So, Mr. Fantastic. So
hold on. We gotta let that marinate. Like when you come in a bitch that you really like, you don't pull it out. You just lay on top of it. Just let it marinate.
Tommy.
You growl with it.
I bet I couldn't do the stand-up challenge right now. But hey, Mr. Fantastic, you said, have you ever ate food another nigga paid for? Please explain that to these people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot women don't understand for that, and shout out to Lady CJ for saying this. Actual desirability is the most thing. If a woman does not actually desire you, you will never get the best out of that woman. Not saying it's gonna last forever, not saying it's gonna be whatever, but you only get the best out of a woman that actually physically and sexually desires you. That's the only man that gets the best out of that woman. Every other nigga is just getting residuals.
Jesus.
Whatever she allows him to get, or whatever she allows him to do. This is why you always got to be in the Mount Rushmore of dicks to a bitch. Got to be.
But Mr. Fantastic, I got a question. What does it look like when a woman desires it? Because personally, I don't believe any woman desires any man. They pretend like they do.
He a virgin.
He a virgin like they do.
I'll answer your question. Go ahead. I'll answer your question. So again, brother, I say this all the time, right? And a lot of men say this, and I'm not jabbing at you, bro. A lot of men that never experienced it don't believe it because they've never seen it. So it's certain things and certain things that a woman would do for the man that she actually desires, brother. From everything from sexually to emotionally to just everything, bro. It's just a level. And a lot of dudes say, and it's one of the worst things I think we set men up for failure. Oh man, bitches don't really like niggas for real. No, brother. There's definitely some niggas that bitches like, or they're just fake orgasms. No, brother. Orgasms are real things. And when niggas say that, this is just fucking the game up, because now you're never gonna be able to even get the thing that you want and get the best out of it because you can't even understand the concept of it existing. So women definitely like dudes, you know what I'm saying? Women definitely do have natural desire for the men because we've seen it. All right. The motherfucker that ain't gotta, he don't gotta pay for the pussy. He don't gotta do much. Some niggas that just show up to where a woman comes to you and like, hey, would you like some pussy, brother? Would you like a sample of pussy?
Well, Mr. Fantastic, every man pays in some way. Some men pay money, some men pay with attention, some men pay with dick, some men pay directly, indirectly. It doesn't matter.
It's not true.
Every man pays in some way.
I just told you, bro. And again, that's more rhetoric of like, women don't really fuck with niggas like that. Really, no, bro. I'm telling you.
Every man pays some way. No, you may pay with money. I may have to pay with my attention.
So I'll ask you. So, Buggy, let's just go through this scenario, right? I'm just minding my business, right? I don't know this woman, never spoke to this woman, never talked to this woman, nothing. She hops in my DMs, right? Okay. And she hits me up and she said, "Hey, I'm interested. What's up? What you trying to do?" Okay. What do I pay in that situation?
You're gonna pay with your time. If you say yes, now you're gonna have to give her attention. If you don't give her nothing, if you don't say yes to anything, you're not going to pay. The moment you say, okay, what's up? I want to see you. What are we doing?
That's about your logic. No, hold on. Wait. You can't do that. I gotta play ref for a second. You can't do that because if I'm trying to fuck this lady, the time I'm fucking her, that's my time.
Yeah. Exactly. No, you're putting.
I would have to literally just ignore the lady, then I wouldn't get the pussy at all.
No, I'm saying my point is every man pays. You're either going to pay with your attention, with your money, with your
but we're charging that to the game. The attention is for me to get it. I'm trying to get pussy. I need attention to fuck you unless if I don't get your attention while I'm fucking you, they got a word for that and they can put you in jail for it.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say a better thing would say
necromancy, nigga.
Or every man will eventually every man will eventually pay, Boogie, but every man don't have to pay off back. Every man will eventually.
There's a different price range, right? So a man who's tall,
I've gotten free pussy.
We got to get over semantics, Boogie. We got to get the semantics. So bog this down. That's semantics.
So
When you say every man pays, we're talking about a level of pay. Guys, or if I'm right or wrong, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. That's what we're saying, Tommy. If a woman reaches out to you, you're not paying anything. You're literally she paid for you. All you have to do is accept.
Boogie, and
All you gotta do is accept.
Can I say this? Look,
every man pays.
Hold on, decorum, please, decorum.
It's on Blanche. Go ahead, Blanche.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this, Boogie. When a woman is into you, she gonna take care of everything. She's not gonna let money, distance, time get in the way of her fantasy. If she checking for you, dog, she gonna take care of it. Trust me. You ain't gonna have to do nothing.
How long? There's a time limit. In the beginning, that's what I call a discount. If she likes you, like Mr. Fantastic is saying, she's gonna give you a discount different from what she's gonna make me pay in the beginning. I may have to do $200 dinner dates or something for you. Hold on. In the beginning, let's say she likes you, right? She likes Black, Mr. Black. Okay, no dinner dates, just come over, you guys fuck. My point is, there's a time limit on that. In the next 12 months,
he's right.
Okay, Mr. Blanche, you've been calling me to your place that whole entire time. Even women who are friends with benefits, she expects that if she ever gives you a call and she needs something, you're going to be the first person to say, okay, I got you, I got $20 for you. My point is, there's a time limit on that. Do you have a discount? It's called a free trial. In the beginning, okay, it feels as if it's free. But long term, no woman's going to give you pussy for 2 years just by coming over at 2 a.m. when you're horny and you fuck her, and that's it.
Yo, let me respond to that. Let me respond to that.
Hey, come on.
Let me say one thing. Y'all got it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. And Lady CJ mentioned this. She said being good at sex. My hat tilted. She said being good at sex. I'm telling you this right now. If you engage in sexual activity with that woman and you make that leg shake, I promise you that ain't going nowhere. She's not finna ruin that. She not finna put a stipulation for you to stop doing it. I'm telling you, she's not gonna do it. So if somebody said if you lay pipe right, you can always run water through it. And so I'm trying to tell you I'm trying to tell you that, and Mr. Fantastic is correct. A lot of these red pill guys have never been desired by a woman, so they can't even understand what we're even talking about. I'm telling you, a chick will fly you out. She will buy you a car. She will fix your credit. She will put.
There's a time limit on that.
It ain't no.
There's
an expiration date.
It ain't no expiration date.
It's not long term.
As long.
Otherwise, hold on. Otherwise, there's plenty of men who are good in bed. How come they never keep those women long term?
It's not plenty of men.
Okay, the few.
It's not.
Let's pretend it's only 2%. How come those men never keep those women long term?
I'm gonna tell you.
Because the men that's good in bed don't have to. They got
options. That's why.
Only 20%. Only 20% of women orgasm through penetration. 20%. So that means if a guy can make a woman climax, he is already in a rare category already. So I'm just telling you, if a guy is good in bed, he gonna have carb.
I thought you were gonna do the setup, Mel. I thought you were gonna give him with the setup.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to disrespect the money. So
I thought you were gonna tell him. I thought you was gonna ask him a question.
I was like, oh my God, they in it. So Boogie, you got dropped to the back, not for the evening, but bounties are on. So you're in the back. It looks like Jimmy sent, I think drop Boogie. So Son sent a $20 ball. So you'll be in the back for 10 minutes, or are we counting both of those? Jimmy too?
Jimmy got to tell us what the 20 was. I know he repeated what happened. He said, hey, look at that guy. So you're right.
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe he was giving 20 more to tell me to look at the 20 we missed.
Yeah, I do apologize to you guys over there on Rumble. I never disrespect.
Nah, you didn't. So. You let it go good. Let me tell you, because they were getting into it. Like somebody said, they said that the brother Blanche was cooking. They were like, I was into this. Y'all were. Yeah. I saw Miss Fantastic was white. Miss Fantastic was about to throw his mic.
Man, y'all was into it, but we got to respect the money. I am going to take a little moment to respect all the money. Adonis had something to say to Reese. He said, "How many kids have you consumed, sir?" Thank you for that Rumble rant, Adonis.
I know I fucked that up.
You know they caught your ass. We appreciate you, Adonis, and we miss you. Jimmy E. Johnson with the $5 Rumble rant. Miss Polly, you sleepy? I got milk. Okay. Jen, thank you for the $50 ball. Men won't regain respect or leadership in their relationships until they're willing to set healthy boundaries with the first important woman in their lives, their mother. Any thoughts on that, Tommy?
I think all the men will probably agree with me on this one because I've been talking about that for years. I really do think it starts with if you can't do like the Bible tell you, you're supposed to detach yourself from your mom and father. A lot of black men cannot detach themselves from their mothers. And that's the first motherfucker you need to be able to tell no. And if you can't tell that lady no, almost every other no you tell is going to be tepid at best.
Thank you for responding to that. Jimmy E. Johnson with the $5 Rumble rant. The Harpsburg Tommy, the epitome of inbreeding. Okay. Let me do a little bit of scrolling. We appreciate all the color in the chat. Jimmy E. Johnson coming back with another $5 Rumble rant. Wait a minute. Niggas are just banging to procreate? Bro, please, with the exclamation mark. He meant it. Jimmy E. Johnson coming back with another $5 Rumble rant. So you've been to Ruth, Chris. You hungry? You can have it. We have Sun 2380 with the $20 Rumble rant. She is confusing when men say women are complicated, with men saying they are smart. Women are illogical. Men are logical. A logical mind can't understand an illogical, aka a chaotic mind. Thank you for that. Sun 2380 with the $20 ball. Drop Boogie. 7 minutes left in the back, Boogie. And then Jimmy E. Johnson came back with another $20 Boogie. I think Tommy wants you gone. Jimmy, confirm in the back if that was just a follow through or you were trying to add some additional time. Just so you guys understand, the $50 ball is what drops them off the panel for the evening. $50 or higher. Jen came back with another $50 ball. Lady CJ is correct. It is easy to get women. You simply have to listen and they will tell you what you need to know to get what you want. The problem is men want all the women no one gets at all. Okay, I'm all caught up. We shout out to you guys for the color in the chat. And Jimmy, I don't see a reply to if that was just a response or it's supposed to be added. You guys can continue.
Okay, y'all got to do me a favor right quick. If y'all don't mind, it's something I got to do. I got to tell you guys, because I know a lot of y'all might not know about it, but it's this thing called Rumble Wallet. I know some of y'all on YouTube, and you don't know anything about this, so I'm going to tell y'all too. See, we hear a lot about crypto. How many of y'all know about crypto? Well, I'm about to tell you about it. We hear a lot about crypto, but the part that most people miss is that crypto was created so that you could actually own and control your own money. And after the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money and delaying your transfers or limiting your access, you are in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer, as I have, you know how that feels. Now, fast forward to today where everyone's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels a bit complicated. And that's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all the complexity out of it and it makes it simple. Choose what you want. Bitcoin, dollar-backed stable coins, or even digital gold backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It works with MoonPay. All you gotta do is use your credit card, debit card, and bank card, and you'll be up and running in minutes. And once you set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creator like me, even your YouTube creator like these brilliant ladies and gentlemen on the panel. So do this. Scan the QR code if you're watching over on Rumble. Right now, it's on the screen. Click that link in the description box and download Rumble Wallet. And from there, you can set up your Rumble Wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. And in just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to owning crypto. Rumble Wallet. All right. I had to get that out of the way. Thank you guys very much for listening to that. And I want to do one more thing, and I hate doing all these announcements. Y'all know I hate doing shit like this, but I gotta ask y'all a question. I had no idea that a person could have 2 vaginas. Did y'all know that? Well, there's more where that came from. If you haven't been over to Fight Club, go and join Fight Club right now. Right now, it's 85% off. And for those who might be new and don't know what Fight Club is, because I need 10 people, friends, 10 people to join the show. I haven't taken a look to see how many have done it, but I'm going to take a look at it. But I need 10 of y'all to go and join Fight Club. It's 85% off, so I think it's like $5. Go join my Fight Club, OnlyFans/TommySotomayor.com. Go join it. We got some crazy shit over there. And yes, you can see a lady over there with 2 vaginas. That's the craziest shit. And I guarantee you, if you go over there and see it, you'll come back and be like, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. All right, let's get back to the show.
Yeah, but I was going to say I disagree with...
I say he ain't lying.
See? CJ, tell him. CJ, I'm not lying.
Yeah, but I was going to say I disagree with Boogie because there's a thing called... I don't know if you guys are familiar with a term called like Sankey-Panky. It's people that... Well, it's men that is in the beach in the Caribbean, like Dominican Republic, and they get foreign girls or American girls to spend money on them and do things like that and give them green cards, and they don't got to put money, and they don't got to give them money. Or you also you've seen the show 90 Day Fiance, right? How many of these women is going out to these foreign countries, third world countries, and giving these guys everything, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like, go ahead. I just wanted to say it is wrong to say that there are not men who are out here that are able to just get women on their presence. He might not be one of them, and he's never seen it, but there are plenty of men who can tell you, hell, that when I came up with the term homosexual, that guy isn't paying anything except for dick. And when you said, Lady CJ, or was it Lady CJ? Yeah, you said your sex game got to be good. But what you're forgetting is you got to get to sex with women. In order to have a good sex game, what if you got the greatest sex game in the world, but you can't get to the woman?
Then your sex game ain't good. Like
how would she know?
The best part of sex is the mental stimulation, the getting in her mind, getting her to get the drop the drawers. I mean, like once you've done everything up until that point, and you know this, I can't train you on this. It's a lot.
No, I'm telling you, there's a lot of times. Listen, there's a lot of times as men, we didn't know this girl had the good like she had. We just fucking gave her a chance one day. It's the same thing with a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes off the surface, women aren't giving them a chance. That's why when you listen to what Mr. Fantastic said, he said it's like a small group of men that these women are all fucking with. It's something about that group that they're all saying we want that guy. Have you ever noticed in high school? Wasn't it very few guys that girls was like, I'll lose my virginity to? Tell me I'm lying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I hate to agree. Well, let me agree with Myron on frustration.
Hate to agree with me? That's fucked up.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I hate to agree with this because I'm a Christian, you guys. But the more sex you have, the better you get at it. And I think a lot of guys don't understand. Like they want the girl that every guy wants. And sometimes you get what you get and you don't get upset. And so I believe when we're just talking about pussy, I'm not talking about, Miss Polly's pussy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sometimes you got to deal with chicks that maybe don't look as good or maybe are not as desirable, and you learn and you continue to learn. Pussy is not hard to get, and you can learn to get better at it. But I do agree with Boogie. I do agree with you. Let me give you a bone. It's a short.
Hey, now.
It's
limited. Yeah,
it's short-lived. Because if we paying your bills and you're not holding up your end of the bargain, or I do agree that it's short-lived. There's only be a little bit that we're gonna take of it, but it's not hard to get.
Blanche look like he's thinking like he got the look. Blanche got the look on his face like I'm thinking. You full of shit, Lady CJ. Is that what you thinking? Is that what you thinking, Blanche? Is she full of shit? Unmute yourself, and then I'm gonna let Miss Polly go. Unmute yourself. But what? You look like you gave it a she
No,
full of
I'm just talking about the short-lived. Listen, man, y'all. Listen, Tommy. Tommy, you know. Y'all talking about short-lived. Damn, these women are going, man. Y'all don't. These women would do. Dog, they will climb a mountain, dog. Chicks would drive 10 out. Dude, I heard a chick say out of her own mouth that she drove 13 hours just to get some. 13 hours one way. She got to go back home.